Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for today. It's going to be a general energy reading. We're going to see what you need to know at this time, what you need to be aware of. This can be past, present, or future. You will know where this fits, how this fits, okay? Take it how it resonates, guys. You can be a cross watcher. So let's see. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Holy angels. What is going on with Pisces? Weird. Why is that card in there? A P with the Page of Cups. Pisces, Page of Cups, and a P. Okay. Strength. Okay, so. And the Moon. Hidden Strength. I've gotten these two cards next to each other before. And then at the bottom we have Six of Cups and we have Judgment. Hidden Strength. The Moon and... It's like, because I already felt it when the Page of Cups came out right next to Strength. It's kind of like someone seeing you as a Page of Cups, right? So someone might look at you like you're young and naive and you're just a very young energy. Like you could come across as very kind and sweet, but it's really giving me the energy of being underestimated. Okay. That especially with Strength in the Moon, it's like hidden strength that people don't know that you have because they really underestimate you. They really see you as like this little page, like this like this childish energy, this childlike, innocent, naive. Well, maybe not innocent, but like they see you as gullible. Okay. Someone here is perceiving you to be gullible in some sort of way, but they don't know your hidden strength. They don't know your hidden power. It might be something that isn't something that is like seen with the naked eye, right? So it's kind of giving me like when people look at you, they don't realize that you have this inner strength. Or the Moon, it could even be like a connection, a deep connection to like the spiritual world, or even like to emotion. It's like something here is about like emotional balance, but hidden strength, even strength and spirituality a little bit. But it's giving me like the occult for some reason. The Moon is giving me the occult, which like encompasses everything from like the spiritual side to the deep feelings, the deep undercurrents. And it's like, it's really giving me that that's not something that is seen. Like you don't walk around looking like that. Like people that see you on the street would not see this in you. Like they wouldn't recognize this. They would perceive you as a Page of Cups. Like you're like this sweet, gullible, naive, childlike energy. They don't understand like the depth that you have. The Moon is really giving me like your depth, which is interesting in coming out with Pisces, right? So you could have Pisces in a very significant placement in your chart. Like it could be Sun, Moon, Rising. It could also be a different placement where you have Pisces in your chart, and this is very important for some reason. What's the Page of Cups? The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the King of Coins, and the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Cups in reverse with a King of Pentacles and a family situation, or a happy family, or ultimate happiness. This could even have something to do with a King of Coins, a King of Pentacles, and their emotional depth. Okay, this person's emotional availability is almost what I'm getting. Like they could come across as a Page of Cups, like someone that only gives like a child, like like sweet, but you know, the Page of Cups usually has like a fish in the cup because you're not really giving much. It's like a child energy of like, you know, on a beach. You're like on a beach trip and this person comes and brings you a seashell and they're like, I have this seashell for you. Look, it's really pretty. You know, it's like that kind of an offer. The Knight of Cups in reverse, though, is like the next step up would be not just to bring a seashell, but would to, you know, maybe bring a blanket and make sure they have your chair set up and they get the umbrella put in the sand so you're not getting the sun on you. Like that seems to be lacking. Okay, so they do have some sort of whoever this is, they do have something to offer, but it's like it comes across as being like a little bit shallow, I almost want to say. But with the Strength and the Moon, it's like someone here might still have, so either this is you, Pisces, okay? Maybe this person has Pisces, or this is you, I don't know, take it how it resonates. Significant in their chart, right? But there's inner emotions that go way deeper than what is seen on the surface. Okay, especially when it comes to like ultimate happiness and family life and wanting to have family and wanting to feel fulfilled. I feel like it's something that's not really apparent on the surface, right? It's not something that is like easily picked up on you or this person that you're dealing with. It's like it's very deep. Okay, but that's how Pisces is as well. Like just generally the sign of Pisces is like very deep emotional needs. Okay, so let's say you have a Pisces moon, right? A Pisces moon sign that that can affect the way that you feel, right? So you could be someone that has very deep emotional needs and very deep emotional feelings, but for some reason it comes across to others like you're just like a Page of Cups. Okay, why Strength here? The Seven of Wands in reverse. Death. So this is giving me like the strength lies in not fighting, okay? Which kind of gives me the concept of like what is true strength, right? Like some people think true strength is like dominance or control or always having the upper hand. But this strength, it comes with like just not even fighting back, okay? It's like, if this is you, I'm just gonna assume this is you, Pisces. Okay? So you could see, you don't see like the point in fighting back, or maybe even the point in like defending yourself, okay? Or really defending your perspective in some things, like especially when it comes to death, when you end certain things, you could be someone that just kind of like lets it go, okay? Like on the low. You don't like, it's giving me like you don't really cause a scene, okay? Give me one more for Strength. The Hierophant. This could have something to do with okay, now I'm getting a different vibe off of it. With the Hierophant, it's giving me like traditions, okay, or family values, or like a little bit of like rigid thinking towards tradition or what is acceptable in society. But it's not even giving me society, it's giving me more like cultural and traditional views, right? So there could be an issue here where you felt a little bit defenseless when it came to some sort of like cultural norms, traditional norms, societal norms. Like you might have not quite known how to stand up to this or stand up for your own individualism. So this could even be like a cultural thing, because we have cultures that value the I, okay? And you'll usually see like Americans, okay? That is a culture of I, right? Independence, I, what is good for me. Then you also have cultures like in the Asian culture, okay, where, you know, this was really evident to me when I was in college and my dorm roommate was from China, okay? This girl was super disciplined, okay? She was only in her room, she was only doing homework, she was only focused on college. And like, if you're in college, you're like, okay, most college kids are not just focused on school, if you get what I'm saying. So that was a pretty big difference between us. And she told me that, you know, it's about her parents, and her parents are still in China. She's an exchange student, or she's an international student. And for her, it's very important for her parents It's very important for her to make her parents proud. Okay, she really doesn't want to disappoint her parents, and her going to college is like, it's a collective thing. She's not, whatever she doesn't do it for herself. She does it for her parents. She does it for approval. She does it to make them proud of her. She thinks about her family's values, and like making how should I say this, like honoring her family name, basically. Because if she goes on to become a doctor or something important, I think she wanted to be a doctor, she would bring like honor to the family name, right? And her parents who didn't go to college and didn't do anything, that would bring up like the collective of the family tradition, the family name, I guess you could say. So this is giving me something similar. That's why I feel like I'm getting this. 10 of Cups, family. Family. So maybe this is someone that you're dealing with, Pisces, okay? Someone here, 7 of Wands in reverse, it's really feeling like helpless, okay? I really feel like the 7 of Wands is someone felt helpless in like rebelling against societal norms or traditional norms in their culture or in their community or in their upbringing, right? Because if you're like, if I just think about that girl in college, if she had told her parents that she's not going to be a doctor and she just was going to do something else, or she's going to drop out of college, she didn't, first of all, she felt like the responsibility was on her to carry it out. Like she felt like she couldn't disappoint her parents, right? It was like there was so much pressure on her to uphold this certain standard, I guess you could say. If she had decided to rebel, it would have entailed also like the disappointment of the whole family, right? And the judgment from the family, and feeling like you've disappointed the community, and feeling like you have to feel shame for, going against the grain. Like this kind of a person would have not been able to stand strong in their own conviction of following what makes them happy. The concept or the thought of like rebelling would have actually made this girl feel way more burdened with the decision. Like it's giving me like no way out. Like I can't stand up to this. I can't defend this. I can't do it because of what other people will think, what other people will say, what other people expect of me. Expecting. A lot has to do with expectations. So someone here felt like they had to be strong. They had to stay strong because of the expectations of this cultural norm or this traditional norm or societal norm. So someone here felt like that was showing strength, when in reality, true strength is going the road less traveled, right? And that doesn't mean you have to rebel, but it means that you have to go towards your own happiness and what makes you happy and what makes you feel fulfilled, even if there's opposition. Even when you know there's going to be opposition or people that judge you or people that, try to encroach on you and your decisions. Like the strength comes from the opposition and standing up for yourself. Whoever this was, they didn't stand up for themselves. They didn't know how. And honestly, because I feel like it was a learned behavior, right? It's like, we just don't do that here, right? We just don't stand up around here. We just don't do that. It's kind of like, like, I don't know why, I just got a visual, okay, of like a family sitting at a dinner table, right? And let's say you're like a friend, you're coming over to this person's house, it's your friend, you're in middle school or something like that, you're younger, and you're sitting at this table eating with this family from your friend, and the father or the mother at the table starts yelling at the mother and like, or at the child, and like throws the plate on the floor, and there's like obvious, you're sitting there as a friend going like, what the fuck is going on in this situation, right? Like, why is everybody freaking out? And you could be talking to your friend afterwards going like, why didn't you stand up for yourself? Why didn't you say something? Or why did you let your, dad talk to you that way? Or why did, your mother do this? And it's like, well, we just don't stand up around here. We just accept it. We can't challenge it. We cannot challenge what happens, or else this and this and this happens. So we just accept it. That's what this energy is giving me. It's like someone that felt like staying strong in a situation was just staying strong, holding it all together, holding in all the feelings, holding in the emotions, pretending like everything is fine, swallowing down the emotions, night after night after night, sitting at that dinner table with the family and putting on a face, pretending like they don't feel anything, pretending like nothing is wrong, pretending like this is a functional, dysfunctional family, like just desensitized and like pretending like everything is normal and thinking that, oh, I have to stay strong. I have to stay strong in this situation because, I just, I can't allow it to come out of me that I want to rebel against this, right? So something like that is going on here. So what's the moon? The Two of Cups, a secret relationship, Judgment in reverse. Yeah, this could even be about, being judged, the Seven of Swords, and lying. It's like this is the person. So either this is you or this is someone that you're dealing with. This is about how someone kept things a secret from others. Now, this could have something to do with a relationship. Like, for some of you, not all of you, I don't know. There's even like two men on this card, okay? That's kind of the energy. It doesn't have to be something like that, though. It can just also be a relationship in general. So let's say someone here, this King of Coins, or this is you, you have a very strong sense to like make your family proud, or that's how you've been conditioned, or or not even just make them proud, but it's like you've been conditioned not to rebel. You've been conditioned to shut your mouth and just go with what other people are telling you to do, and not to speak up, and not to defend yourself, and not to do anything that could jeopardize the approval of the community. So this is that energy of like, it is not I that is important, it is the we. Independence is not like celebrated here. It is more of what is the best for the family, okay? So fear of judgment in reverse. So whoever this is felt like they would be judged. They didn't want to face judgment from others. They didn't want to face judgment from their family, from their parents, from whoever this is in their life, whoever was conditioning them to think a certain way, act a certain way, be a certain way, feel a certain way. So this person could have had a relationship here that they felt like they had to keep a secret. Seven of Swords, they felt like they had to be strategic in the way that they have this relationship. So it's like, having a relationship where the parents don't approve. So this could be any kind of this could be a lot of different things. This could be, depending who you are, this could be, like I said, like same sex. This could be interracial relationships. This could just be any kind of a relationship where someone knew the parents would not approve of the relationship. And when you're in this kind of a setting, it's just, for some people, it's just not that easy to go to their parents and say, hey, I met someone new. If you know that you have parents or family around you that have a certain way of thinking. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with here, or if this is you, someone felt like they didn't have a choice but to sneak around and do something in secret. Seven of Swords and the Moon. This could even be like, if this is someone that's living with their mother, living with their parents still, it's like sneaking out at night. the Moon and the Seven of Swords, sneaking around, sneaking out at night, not telling their parents where they're going, lying about where they're going, telling their parents that they're going to go meet up with friends, but they're actually coming to see you, because they're scared of judgment in reverse. They know that if their parents or their mother or whoever this is were to find out, that they would be judged and that they would be rebelling against some sort of a traditional norm. And I feel like this person really didn't know. It's not that they didn't know how to do it, it's that they felt like they couldn't. Seven of Wands in reverse. They really felt like they couldn't like stand up to this person. It really feels like a parental figure. They really felt like they couldn't stand up to them because of the way that they had been conditioned to view their parents and their opinions and their approval. It's like, you only live on this earth to make decisions that I approve of. And if you don't make that decision, then I will shun you, then I will estrange you, then I will threaten you, that I will kick you out in the family because you will bring shame to the family. I mean, like I said, this is, I don't know about that girl in college, but it's like, let's just take her as an example because that's who I got in the beginning. It's like this girl telling her parents, I want to drop out of college. I met someone that I love and I think I'm just going to be a housewife. That girl would know 100% that her parents would threaten to kick her out of the family, would threaten to disown her, okay? What are you doing with your life? You can't do that with your life. We do not approve of this. You're going to bring shame to the family name, and total guilt tripping, right? I mean, this will be absolute mind control brainwashing from parental figures that are like this into, you're a horrible person. You make horrible decisions. How could you do this against your family? We're going to disown you. This is not our tradition. This is not what we expect of you. You're going against what we would approve of. And it's like that pressure it's like the pressure builds, and honestly, anybody in this situation probably wouldn't even want to fucking have to deal with it. Okay? Like, honestly, who wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with that amount of manipulation and that amount of like guilt tripping and shaming just because you want to go and have a relationship? Okay? It's just how it is. Some cultures just don't accept that. Right? Like how would it come across, right? Like, let's just take a really, crazy example here. Okay, we all know about Israel and Palestine. Let's say a Palestinian comes home to their parents and says, I'm going to marry an Israeli. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about. It's like, it's going to be a problem. And then you're stuck in this like weird fork here where it's like, who do I choose? Because if I choose the relationship, my parents might disown me, kick me out, shun me, exile me, tell me what a piece of shit I am. And if I choose love, or if I choose my parents, then I have to forfeit this love. So someone here felt like they had to sneak. They felt like they had to sneak out. They had to sneak out and like do it in secret. And they felt like they didn't have a choice because they wanted love. But they knew that wherever they were, there would be no approval, no acceptance, and if anything, a world of shit when it comes to the judgment and the shit talking and the guilt tripping and all of that. So what's the Page of Cups? The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, disempowerment. This is, I feel like this King of Coins, this Emperor that felt disempowered. They didn't have control. They felt like they didn't have control. They didn't have control over going towards this new relationship, or they couldn't be the Emperor. All they could be was this Page of Cups, breadcrumbing, right? And even worse, it's like, even worse, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Even worse is if, you're dating this King of Coins here, King of Pentacles, and they're dealing with all of this behind the scenes and you don't even know. Right? You don't even know that it's like this dramatic, right? So you might be from an I culture where, your parents are kind of like, oh, so when you're bringing over the new guy, right? They don't really care. They just want you to be happy, and they don't have these expectations. I mean, even if you meet someone and they're kind of a dick, I mean, your parents are not going to be like, we will disown you and estrange you and you cannot do this without my approval. Your parents are going to be like, man, that guy's a dick. Like, can't you just dump him already? Okay. It's kind of like just a different relationship, right? But so you might not have even known that this person was dealing with all of this on the side, right? And to you, they're then coming across like a page of cups. It's like, why are you breadcrumbing me? Why can't you, offer me more? Why can't you also hang out with me here, and there? Why are we always sneaking around? Why are you always sneaking out of the house? Why are you keeping me away from your parents? Why are you just coming across like you don't have much to offer? Why are you, not standing in your own power? Why don't you stand up to your parents? Why are you not defending me? Why are you hiding my relationship with you? Why are you pretending like we're not together? Why are you not telling anyone we're together? Because of this. Okay? Because of this. Because it's tricky. That's why. The King of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, at some point you could have even felt like, what is this? Is this just hooking up? Is this just sex? Right? You could have even confronted this person with that and said like, look, why is it only lust here? Why are we only hooking up? Why are you only here for a good time? Honestly, I don't think it is. Okay? It wasn't. Whatever this was, whoever this person is, it wasn't just for sex. It came across that way because they didn't have more to offer. Because they couldn't. There was a reason why they had to keep it a secret. There was a reason why they felt like they had to sneak around. And it was because they felt like they couldn't stand up to their community. They couldn't be honest. And, for a long time dealing with this person, you might have felt very betrayed because you felt like they were choosing their family's opinion and their approval over love. But then again, I feel like this is like about two cultures or two ways of being colliding, right? Like, let's take another example. Like, let's say it's like a same-sex relationship. You could have parents, or someone has parents that are very open, accepting. It's like, yeah, that's great. Let us be your new person. And then you're dating someone that is still in the closet, that has not told anyone. They don't know how to tell anyone. They don't know how to tell their parents. They think that their parents are going to disown them. They think their parents are going to shun them, shame them, kick them out, ridicule them, tell them what a disgusting piece of shit they are. And you're over here, and with, I have to explain, like, the situation is that your person has not told you that they're still in the closet. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be same sex, but it's just the energy, right? This can even be, like I said, it's just a cultural, like, interracial relationship. Whoever you're dealing with was in the closet when it comes to standing up for themselves, going after what they want, okay? They were in the closet when it comes to telling their parents the truth, one way or another. And they're not telling you this. So you're over there thinking like, why are you hiding me? Why are you not committing to me? Why are you only coming over here to have a good time? Why are you only coming over at night? Why can't we talk on the phone when you're at home? Why can't we have more together? What are you doing? And they're like, everything's fine. I do want to be with you and it's going to be more one day, but they don't know how to tell you that this whole other thing is going on in their life. They just don't know how to say it. They don't know how to say it because they're trying to figure themselves out. This person was trying to figure themselves out, honestly, in this situation, because they didn't know how to they didn't know how to straddle those two worlds, right? And on your side, it probably seemed very unfair. Okay, but the problem is that whenever you were going through this and accusing this person of, oh, it's only sex and you're just using me for sex and it's just, you're not even offering me something real, it was because you were not realizing that they couldn't give more because they were still hiding themselves from their family, right? It's like this, like, let's say I'm just going to take like the person is in the closet. It doesn't have to be same sex. That's just the best way I can put it for the energy, okay? It's like they really want to be with you. They really love you. They want to be with you. They want to be able to go out in the world and show everyone, you know, that you're together and that this is real, and they love you, and the emotions are there. But they don't know how to tell their parents. They just don't know how to come out of the closet. They have this enormous fear. I mean, the moon and the judgment in reverse right under it, that is a fear. That is an absolute fear of judgment. Like being terrified of what people are going to think of you, what they're going to say about their disapproval, about the guilt tripping, the shaming. It's like the fear of, you know, their parents, you know, coming out of the closet and their parents or their mother being like, you are disgusting. You are a shame on this family. I regret being there for you and supporting you. What kind of a person are you? You're going to embarrass this family. You are a humiliation. You cannot do this to our family. It's like, how are you supposed to be honest when you have parents like that? How are you supposed to stand to your relationship and be open and honest when you have a family like that? The biggest issue in the situation, though, is that this person should have told you what was going on. Because then you probably would have understood and not felt like they were just using you for sex, right? You would have felt like they're serious about you, but they don't know how to deal with the situation. If they had been honest with you about what was going on in the background, you probably would have had a lot more understanding for the way things are and why things are so secretive. But the problem is that they hid you from their family, and they hid their family from you. And that most likely caused a lot of confusion and secrecy on both sides, where nobody knew the truth. And it's because this person in the middle feels like they don't know. They were still finding themselves. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I already have everything I need off of these couple cards. Like, that's insane. I got so much off of this. Okay, anything else we need to know for Pisces here? The Ten of Wands. This was extremely burdensome for this person, for this King of Pentacles. I mean, this person probably struggled emotionally. I mean, you could have even felt this in this person's energy, that they just were maybe even very reactive, okay? Like very reactive, you know, very distant, okay? This was a burden. This could have been like a massive psychological burden on this person, because they're living a double life. Even if it's not with a marriage, okay, or with another partner, this has nothing to do with someone having a double life because of two partners. This is living a double life in the sense that they love you and they want to be with you, but they feel like they have to hide it from the world because of their family. Okay? And this was a massive psychological strain on them, because they felt like they had to keep it a secret because of their families. Like, what if my family finds out, right? It's like, that's how this person was living. And the whole time they're being weird to you and breadcrumbing you, and you're like, you know, picking fights with this person, and it's just like, oh, I can imagine. Very burdensome here. King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's this King of Pentacles. This was a massive, massive burden to carry. And I don't know, even like, let's say this happened in the past, right? Like, let's say this happened in the past. Maybe now everything is out in the open, right? I don't know. Maybe the person finally came out of the closet and stood up to their family, or, you know, told their family what's going on. You could have noticed, if that does resonate, okay, you could have noticed a massive change in this person the minute they started being honest, not just with you, but with their family as well. Like, you could have noticed, looking back, also why this person was the way they were back then. Okay, why they always seemed so cold and reactive and burdened and pushed you away, pulled you back in, why they kept you at arm's length. And it's almost because, like, the energy of like not wanting you to get too close, because then it puts them even in a worse situation. It's like them being so unsure, like, should I push this person away? But I don't want to because I love them and I want to be with them. But what if it all comes out? And what happens if I have to tell people the truth? And, you know, what if my family disowns me and they don't approve? And maybe I should just let this person go because it's just too stressful. But I don't want to because I love them and I want to be with them. But now they think that I only want sex with them, but that's not true. But that's how I'm treating them. And it's because I have to keep it a secret, but they don't understand why, and I can't tell them. It's like, whoa, this is very burdensome, extremely burdensome, okay? Which is something you could have felt in this person's energy as well, that there was just something that was like, the devil, yeah. 6 of Cups and the devil. It's like, there's something in their past, okay? Something in their past. Toxic. Like, you could have even felt like this person was, like, it's really giving me strong, like, being used for a good time. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. It's like, I know that you only want to, like, have a good time with me. Because that's how it feels. Right? You're not giving me anything serious. You're not giving me a commitment. The thing is, though, honestly, in this situation, they wanted to. They just couldn't, they didn't know how, because of a Queen of Cups, maybe because of their mother, because of the pressure at home, right? And the lies of the past. The devil, this person lied. They lied a lot. They lied to you, they lied to their family. They lied about a lot of things in the past, right? Because this person was breaking free from their conditioning. And that's something, you know, that we can't really, I mean, what this person did in this situation, honestly, it feels messy. It feels messed up because it feels like they didn't want to pick a side. They couldn't pick a side. They couldn't pick who they wanted, and they just thought, well, you know what, I'll just stay in the middle. I'll just make my parents happy and I'll make my relationship happy. But that's not, that you can't do that. This person was supposed to make a choice. They didn't make a choice. And the longer it happened, the more stressful it became for them, okay? Because they were not conditioned. You have to understand, this person was not conditioned to follow their own happiness. They were conditioned and raised to only to bow down to their familial and their traditional norms. They didn't know how to choose themselves and their happiness in your relationship because it was something that was never taught to them to do. Their entire life was spent with gaining the approval of their parents, making their parents happy, proving their worth to their parents, making sure their parents didn't criticize them, doing everything that their parents wanted them to and for their approval. This person was not conditioned to go after what they want. And when they met you and they wanted to come towards you and be with you, it felt wrong to them. It felt wrong. They felt selfish. They felt like what they were doing was wrong. I mean, imagine that. You have been conditioned by your overreaching, overbearing, controlling family to think that going towards love and happiness is wrong and selfish. There's something wrong with you if you go to that relationship. You're a disgrace to our family. I mean, this person was in the middle of freeing themselves from this, and it might have taken a long time for them to do it. It might have taken them a long time to break free, because the conditioning and the brainwashing, I feel like for them, was very intense. And not just that, but fears. Strong fears tied to their self-worth, because they had been conditioned all their life to believe that their self-worth is tied to how their family sees them. This is someone that could have been very insecure when you first met them, very insecure, because their self-worth was solely dependent on other people's validation and their expectations. They didn't have any confidence. They didn't have the confidence to stand up to their family, to stand up for your relationship. They didn't have it. It might have taken them a very long time to break free. And the unfortunate thing about it is that the whole time that they are finding themselves and dealing with themselves and going through this, like cutting the umbilical cord, they are not telling you about the journey that they're on. Okay? Leaving you feeling like you're getting breadcrumbed, you're getting half-ass offers, you're only being used for a fun time, this person is keeping you a secret, they're hiding you. Why are they doing that? Are you just a mistress? Are you just, something to fuck? Okay. Are they ashamed of you? Like, why are they doing this? Painful to be in that situation. But this is why for whoever you are, that this happened this way. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. Not being able to work together, not being able to plan for the future, not being able to come over to their house. Yeah, that could be another thing. Like I'm pretty sure I feel very strongly that this person must have lived with their mother or lived with their parents. Okay, in the time where you were dating. You could have also, not understood why. These are all the things you didn't understand. Why can't I come over to your house? Why can't I know your address? Why am I not allowed to know where you live? Why am I never allowed to come over? Why can't I go to your house? Why can't you even tell me where you live? Why can't you even tell me your address? Because they're living at home with their mother or their parents, and their parents don't know about you. Why won't you introduce me to your friends and family? Why am I not allowed to know anyone? Why are you keeping me away from other people? Why won't you tell other people about me? Because they feel like if they tell other people about you, their family will disown them and shun them and tell them that they're a horrible person that is going against the family and what the family wants, okay? Why won't you plan long-term with me? Why can't we plan, our next moves? Why can't we think long-term? Why can't we move in together? Why can't we plan together? Why are you being so short-term with me? Because if you want this with this person, they have to come out of the closet first. And that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with this person's feelings for you. None of these things have anything to do with how this person feels about you or felt about you, and everything to do with them facing their fear of coming out of the self-imposed closet, facing their family, facing their family's disapproval, facing their family's opinion, criticism, guilt-tripping, shaming, degrading. They didn't know how to face it. They didn't know. For a long time, okay? So I'm going to leave it there here. Tell me who Pisces is dealing with, maybe September. A sister, December. A Libra sister. Someone could have told their sister here, an Aquarius. Libra and Aquarius, October. A brother and January. And we have a Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. Okay, guys, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Oh, Aries fell out. I didn't even see it. Okay. I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.